Hey there, what's going on, guys? Gene is live, and here I want to show you guys difference. Like I was talking about, how uh, an order of keywords will make a difference when you type it in the search terms. So you gotta know how the search works on eBay. Let's say if you're selling a dining table. I like to use dining table as an example. Let's say I put a dining table. Dining table is two keywords that describe a dining table. If a buyer wants to buy a dining table, they're gonna type in a dining table. But dining table is a very broad search term that when somebody's looking for a dining table, they're not really looking for any specific dining table. They're looking just for dining table, just to browse around and see what catches their attention, and they're just pretty much browsing around. They're not really looking for anything specific. So as you know, this right here gives you more ideas what people search for when they type, like, dining table and chairs. This is more of a narrows down, more specific, describing exactly what they want, what they're looking for. Dining table set for 4 is more narrowed down, more targeted. They're looking for dining table set for 4 people. Or, here, dining table base, for example. They're looking for the base for the dining table. So dining table legs, they're actually looking for legs. But if they're searching for dining table, it's a very broad search term. You're gonna have more results, and it's harder to compete for that broad term, because look, when you search for dining table, let's say, okay, so you get 52,796 results. That's a lot of results you got to compete with. And these listings a lot of them are top rated. They're very mature. They already, some of them are sponsored, which there's a different way to sponsor listings. So basically, it's a very broad and general search term, dining table. As you could see, eBay gives you suggestions to more specific long-tail keywords, more specific, and how to narrow down your terms. And this kind of gives you ideas what buyers actually search for when they're looking for dining table. Dining table, right there. So, but let's stick with the dining table as a generic term. Like if I put dining table set, check it out. So you have 52,000, almost 53,000 searches. If I put dining table set, you could see that you're gonna have less results because you're more specific. Yeah, now you have 12,115 results. So you narrow down you get that, it's like a category and a subcategory, subcategory, and you kind of narrow down to be more specific results. So more specific is actually you're getting more laser targeted buyer that looking for exactly that type of table, for example. So dining table set. So you could see they're looking for a set, not just a dining table alone, but dining table set. So now it narrows down to 12,115 results. Okay, so modern dining table set is more, even narrows down even more, because now a person, when they're looking for a dining table set, they're just looking for any dining table set, just browsing around. When they're looking for modern dining table set, it's a more longer tail keyword which describes the type of dining table set that they want. And you could see 12,000 results. There's going to be different results. So 2,749 results. So now modern dining table set. So now it's more laser targeted to the type of dining table set, modern. And as you could see, you have 2,000 in that. And then let's say you could narrow down even more, like mid-century modern dining table set, modern glass dining table set. Let's say it describes what type of modern glass type of dining table set. So now you have 565 results. So modern glass dining table set. So this keyword you have a way higher chance to rank for when it's only 565 results, when you're just ranking for a generic, like a broad modern dining table. There you go. So now you're playing with these keywords, and now you're describing what kind of dining table set you want as a buyer. And us as a seller, we want to present a search term that a buyer searches for. So I could see if somebody searches for modern glass dining table set, if they put exactly the same search, then this will come up. And many people, they don't even have an exact search, an exact term when they list their product. So you have a better chance to show up than them. Dining table set, chairs, whatever. See, a lot of them have a different just a bunch of keywords, stacking keywords, instead of like having a more of a exact term that a buyer searches for. So let's say let's go back to dining table. Okay, dining table. Okay, so dining table and chairs could be another long tail keyword that you could only 2,000, and you could even see if it's used, you're gonna have even less. But 2,000, especially if you're just new starting out, you want to be somewhere below 1,000 around dining table and chairs. Let's see. Okay, round dining table and chairs. So 444 results. So this is a good keyword to rank for, because you have a higher chance to show up on the first page when a customer types in exactly round dining table set and chairs. And let's see, 444. This is what I wanted to show you. The order of your keywords matter. As you could see, when it was a round dining table and chairs, you have 445 results, and this is what shows up. When, let's say, you have a dining table and chairs, and then you put round at the end, you have 589 results. So everything kind of like shifts around, and different type of results show up. Dining table, chairs. Let's go back to round table. First search we had. Okay. 4. Round dining table. See? And that's the difference. I removed "and" out of the keyword. So now you have 1,793 results, and different tables show up. So before, like years back, it wasn't important to put in stuff like "and," "off," "or," stuff like that. But now it is, because basically you wanna, the closest you could get your first, basically now that the way you put title, the closest you could title your item, that the closest to what the buyer would search for, you're gonna rank better. So if somebody just goes in and types round dining table chairs, bam, 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 they're gonna come up with this, and they will search around. If they come here and put a round table set, round table set, round dining table set and chairs, most likely they're gonna put the "and" word in there, because when a buyer searches, they're not gonna search. They don't know about keywords and all that stuff. They don't know about the science about the keywords, so they just gonna put in what they want. Search for round dining table set and chairs, because they want chairs with a dining table set. So when they search that, they're gonna see not this. They're gonna see these results. So they're gonna see all this, and this is what actually gonna show up, and this is what you want to rank for, And like I said, the way you move around your words and take some off or whatever, it makes a difference. It makes a difference based on how many results show up and what items show up, because I have noticed, I was playing with keywords, that different things show up when you put a different order of keywords and put in stuff like "and," off, or and it makes a difference. Also, like your item specifics, the importance of that is, for example, the guaranteed delivery. If you do the guaranteed delivery, if you could guarantee, you set your listing, they could choose per guaranteed delivery, and like new, used, this is the item specific section right here. So if you fill out your item specific, and there are different type of buyers that will narrow down their search. Let's say if I put dining table, right? Start with the broad search. If I put dining table set, what was it? Round dining table set and chairs or whatever, then I'm going directly into what I want. I'm not looking to search around different dining table sets and see what I like or not. I'm searching exactly for what I want. So I'm putting in long tail keyword. But then there's a different side of the buyers, a different type of buyers that would put in a more of a general, broad search term, dining table, and then they would narrow it down here. Dining table, dining sets, okay. Which is why it's important to put in your key item specifics, because then the buyers that use this section, you will show up. Dining table sets, chairs. Okay. So they could play around here and then type dining table set. You could see 11,006. Like if you have your type of table set, then you will show up against these guys. So against 6,800. When a person types in dining table, if you choose the dining table, then you're gonna show up here. So material, cherry, glass, metal, oak. So you could see the competition for each term. Cherry has very few. So maybe if you want to sell cherry dining table, you have less competition when somebody chooses that material. Searches for dining table, very broad search. And solid wood, okay, shape, oval, rectangular. So they could choose this color, black, brown. Let's say if somebody wants a gray dining table set. If you have gray in your item specifics, bam, 508 competitors. So I don't know why it shows 521, but you get the point. So maybe sponsored listings also count or something, So okay, so you have a better chance of you know, competing against 521 versus you know, thousands and thousands. So that's great. And then they could choose number of pieces, how many pieces of dining table set, which is why if you have it in your item specifics, you are going to show up, you know, 3, 5, 6, you see, they have choices. And then whether it's new or new, used or not, you know, and then, I mean, a buyer could search per the price, you know, depending on which price is. And then item location. This is why right here, the item location, when you put your item location, this is how you could sometimes, you know, have better sales than another person based on the item location. Let's say if I live in California, in Sacramento, California, and I want to choose something within 50 miles, and about 605, my area code, and then, you know, I could search like that. Bam, search something closer to me, which will most likely ship faster, get to my location faster. So some buyers actually you know, choose per location, you know, which is it's very less competitive than, you know, 6 results only, or you know, or they could choose US only. They don't want to see anything from China or whatnot, you know. Let's say dining table. Let's clear all the category table. And let's say if somebody's searching for dining table, very broad search term, they want only, let's say, 52,782, they choose US only. So you could see it's already 39,719 results. So item specifics is very important, because there are those type of buyers that will search based on these. So show only free returns. If you have free returns, then, you know, a person may look 39,719. If you could offer free returns, 3,000 results. There you go. So if you can afford, or I mean, depending on what's your return ratio, if you don't really have much returns, you know, and you could just offer free returns, you know, like Amazon may offer free returns, you know, so you could, you know, offer your buyers free returns and then deal with Amazon. That's what you want. So if a buyer, these are like filters. So if a buyer chooses the free returns, you could see that you know, it narrows down the search, you know, and return accept, authorized seller, you know, sold items, deal, savings. So yeah, so this is how I wanted to explain how this section of item specific filters work, and how the search of eBay search works, you know, and that you understand that when you search, you get ideas here that other buyers search for, and then you get related here ideas of what you could narrow down to create a long tail keyword, which is more you know, narrows down to more specific, you know, buyer, what the buyer is looking for, you know, and that way you have less competition, and you could create your title. So once you, let's say, create your title, dining table set, let's say you want to go with this, you know, in chairs, let's say we round dining table set and chairs, right? So let's say this is your keyword you want to rank for. You love this keyword. Let's say everything else is just fillers. You know, you could fill in round dining table set and chairs, furniture, and then, you know, and just add more fillers, you know, to add to your keyword. But this is your main keyword that you're ranking for, and everything else is just an addition to it. You know, maybe you will show up somewhere else as well, and be able to sell your item. So I hope this video makes sense, that the importance of item specifics, and how a buyer, looking at a buyer's side, how they search, because it's very important to understand how a buyer searches for the item to know how to list it. And the same thing, like keyword, the search box, how that works, and so that way you could better title your items, when title your items, so that way you could show up for the search terms when customers search. So I hope this video made sense for you guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.